of the elements of 24 is we have a lot of stunt sequences.
The script calls for balls-out car chase.
And action!
There's safety issues. You can get extremely hurt. We want to make it believable.
The biggest challenges to making this show, because it's in real time and because every minute is a minute, is I think probably the hardest thing from the writer's point of view and the director's point of view is getting everyone from A to B.
We're doing a prequel to the season 5 of 24. Jack has a meeting with Chloe.
You need to leave.
I know. And as he's walking back to his car, he notices something, and then a car chase ensues.
The producer, the writers, they all say, what can we come up with?
The script calls for a balls-out car chase.
To be able to film something like this in 2 days, you really have to do a lot of preparation.
Our rehearsals had to go fast, so we usually had no more than 2 rehearsals.
It literally is, I storyboarded everything. I came up with a sequence and drew it all out so that I could show the stuntman what I wanted to do, knowing we only have the 2 days.
The key thing is making sure that everybody's on the same page. Safety is a big issue for a show like 24.
You can get extremely hurt. We just have to be prepared for everything. In this particular sequence, we had 2 units shooting. First unit is going to want to just concentrate on Kiefer, while the second unit concentrates on all the action sequences.
We're second unit and we're doing all the intricate stunts, everything basically without the actors.
We get on the sidewalk with our little toy cars and with our chalk, and we mark out everything very specifically so that everybody knows where to be at the right time.
One of the elements of 24 as a regular show is that we use 2 cameras. One camera is usually handheld, the other camera is either on a dolly or is moving.
I'm here today to work with my camera bike.
It's called an insert bike, and it has a sidecar on it that the cameraman and the camera focus puller can sit on it.
It's a high-performance motorcycle. It has a lot of torque, which is pulling power.
It's basically a stunt bike, and it's a stunt driver driving it. They can just get in there close to the action and do some maneuvers that an insert truck just can't perform like an insert motorcycle can. During the sequence, Kiefer is going to be driving on a sidewalk. He's going to do some maneuvers that the other guy can't perform because he's out driving him, as well as because he has a better car. We don't want to just make it very stunty, we want to make it believable. In the pursuit, there's going to be a lot of near misses with pedestrians, garbage truck, various things. The dumpster sequence and the alley sequence was a tight corner. We had a truck backing up backwards, and it was just at the right point where it forced Jack Bauer to make a decision. It was kind of not quite a V turn that Jack Bauer had to perform and make this turn, so it was very, very tight.
Jack makes it through, and it'd be nice for the bad guys to hit something. So we just put some pallets there.
What we have here are balsa pallets, which we're going to smash into in about next hour or so. They're very light, but they break, pretty easily. They actually smash and break and go into bits, so the look is actually better and they're safer.
They're the best drivers in the business. They get in the cars to just get a feel for them and test them out. When they step on the e-brake, it locks up all 4 tires so that they can perform these skids and these slides, because normally if you just try to slide around a corner and just power into it, it doesn't work. You have to know when to hit the emergency brakes and when to transfer the weight of the car so it can make these drifts around the corner and make them safely. He performed a great little turn, great little slide in a tight little area.
At the end of the chase, Jack will see a forklift truck driving across the street. As he passes the entrance, Jack looks in and sees another forklift being washed. So Jack has already come up with an idea, oh, this is how I can get rid of this guy.
He performs a move where he baits the bad guy into getting right on his tail. At the last second, he makes a quick maneuver. Bad guy slides out.
What we're going to do here is crash this BMW into a forklift.
The main plan as far as this ending was how to be safe and how not to have a crash that one of our stunt people would be hurt.
We could have driven in, had the stunt driver slide and actually crash into the forklift and then just duck down at the last second so he's not impaled. However, the likelihood of that happening, and we only had basically 2 vehicles to work with. You know, normally on a stunt like that, you can have 4 or 5 cars and try it many times. We only had 2 cars. One of them had to be a hero car. So in order to make it so that it hit in the same spot every time, if we had to do it multiple times, we figured that it would be best to slide the car up to a certain point, cut, and then we pull it in with cables, knowing exactly where it was going to hit.
We're going to try and put one fork through the side door where we'll have the dummy in there.
But we've rigged a car basically on 2 skateboards and on a cable. So we'll pull the car into the forklift.
It was about an hour worth of rigging.
And there's a cable that goes underneath the forklift to a pivot point, and then there's a cable that comes all the way out into the street.
Where we've compounded the angle. So as the pull car travels 6 feet, this will travel 12 feet. We have a trip set up on a limit line, so once we reach impact point with this car, the pull car will be cut loose.
Okay, cameras are rolling. Call it. We're rolling.
And action.
We have a great little sequence, and when it's cut together, we'll be really happy.
This is an exciting car chase.
I'd be shocked if it doesn't come together well.
In our show, it always has to be interesting. And I think that's been the secret of our success. You turn it on, and an hour later you go, what just happened? And I can't wait for next week.